out of Brandon Ayuk's own mouth how he talked about the different perspective of being a leader and how to teach young guys how to be pros.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think we have that conversation if he doesn't go through that maturation process that he went through last season.
Right.
Um, I
Again,
mean, he does.
there was something unprofessional he did right around week 1 that I don't know what it was, but I guess he.
Well, I wanted to touch on that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my ears to the ground. I mean, I was hearing that Brandon Ayuk was late to meetings.
It sounds like something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
if Kyle's gonna say it's unprofessional, leave it at that. It's between us. That's kind of what he's saying, right? Otherwise, he would
yeah,
just be like, he wasn't playing well enough.
right.
You know?
And think about it this way. Think about the inverse. Is if who is Kyle? What kind of coach is Kyle to be on camera talking about? Yeah, well, he missed a meeting, so it's on him. Brandon Ayuk is up next. You deal with that, Brandon.
Yeah.
Don't blame me for holding him back. It's not my doghouse.
That's true.
He missed the meeting.
That's true.
Brandon's up next. You handle it, and then he walks off camera.
That's right.
Come on.
He didn't do that.
Come on. So I mean, I feel like there's a lot of times where we do need to understand that heavyweight's the crown. If you're going to be the lead guy, there's a lot of stuff where I even think that Brandon. I don't even think he was really exposing anything. I think he was just talking in jest about being a leader, and it just came out about how he feels about his position on the team now, especially with Debo not being around. It kind of falls on him. And there's just those couple of points I wanted to bring up to you. That's all. I'm really excited about Aaron Banks.
Oh yeah,
I am. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
Okay, so his offensive line is not a position that you can fake. You can't be like halfway good at it and then look better. You can't hide on the offensive line. And I think that his body was a very big issue. He does have a really good background. Aaron Banks was he's a Bay kid. He's from around that area.
Yeah,
he
went to high school in Alameda. No, he's from Alameda and went to high school in El Cerrito, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was also a really good basketball player as well.
Oh, that's good. That bodes well.
Yes, he was a very good.
Real quick, when I saw him, my first impression was, he lost some weight. Nice. He looks better.
Yeah, he's a very good basketball player, and he was really quick on his feet. I think that they cheated when he got to Notre Dame, and they just threw a lot of per diem meals on him to get him fat, and it worked on that level. You know what I'm saying? And
the biggest dude, yeah,
it works where you can titty block and be lazy on the offensive line. I mean, it is what it is.
I didn't play football. That's a new term. I like it, but I dedefinitely understand it. I get it. It's visual.
I mean, any offensive lineman understands if you've been chastised for titty blocking, you know what it is. So,
man,
what I'm saying is that I just feel like he's really had the time to work on his body, and I really believe with him going back to the left side, which I've been hearing, that's really the plan. You think about it. The Niners really weren't going to pay. They weren't going to pay Lincoln $13 million a year. That's not. It's not happening. So I feel like they actually made the plan for Aaron Banks to come in to where he is now on the left side. It's just that he was just so woefully bad at the right side, and he was out of position and out of shape.
Yeah.
Everybody freaked out. But I really do believe that the real plan for him is the left side.
I agree. I think they drafted him with 2022 in mind, knowing that they probably weren't going to re-sign Laken Tomlinson because he's good and expensive. I think that was the whole idea. And so now that's why in the first practice, the starting left guard was Banks. I think it doesn't mean he's going to be the starter week 1, but they're giving him the first shot for sure.
Right. Sure. The same thing. I mean, in the same.
And as
a
previous caller pointed out, I think the Niners are kind of transitioning more to a power between the tackles running game than an outside zone scheme. I think that's the truth.
Well, I mean, to that point, Anthony Lynn is a specialist in the power run game.
Right. He worked with Greg Roman in Buffalo.
He's a power run game specialist. So to that point, I do believe that the Niners are going to start looking at really getting stout up front. And I think we're going to start seeing a different situation coming. And to be honest with you, if you think about it, the middle of the field is really going to have to be what we control this season, because I really think that with Trey in there, the edges are going to be something that we can just get to at will.
Right. I would imagine too. Plus with Debo and George Kittle blocking, I agree.
It's going to look so much different with him on the field versus Jimmy. So, Hey, you've been handling the last couple of days really good, man.
Unfortunately, I've been through this before. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I've
happens.
done this before.
Millionaires with feelings. It is what it
Anyway,
is.